there was a song that was dropped by Ye entitled Heil Hitler. And it's interesting. Here, I'll say this first. I don't agree with the subject matter. I think doing something like heiling Hitler is not only wrong, but I mean really childish. I remember it's like growing up in rural Iowa where like kids are like, you know, saying retarded and faggot all the time and like just doing stupid edgy shit, right? Because it's funny and because it's edgy. It's in that tone, right? But goddamn, is that a fucking catchy song? I'm sorry. I can't lie. Okay, I can't lie on this podcast. It's not good. It's like the fact that he is like aligning himself with Hitler in this super obvious way is like, I mean, it's clearly mental illness, but like it's festering something that like it shouldn't be festered, right? But like, god damn it, Kanye. Like, it's like, dude, even the Cousins song, like that was kind of fucking catchy. Even though it's a Dave Blunt's ripoff. Like, I don't know what it is. I found it kind of catchy. And that's fucked up to say. And that's wrong to say. But it's the truth. So he put this out. And we're not going to play any of it because I don't want to get my shit taken down. But in the video is a group of like, I think like 15 to 20 black men who are dressed in like furs, basically. Like they're guys that have like like a bear pelt like on their head. And all of them are singing the chorus, which is N-word Heil Hitler. Over and over and over again. And I really wonder if we are getting close to this point where things are finally starting to get reversed in terms of the race stuff. Like, I almost wonder if this is the point where the DEI, not that Kanye's by any means like a DEI guy, but like I almost wonder if we're finally seeing the 180 shift on this whole DEI movement. And, you know, obviously there will always be people who will say it's never enough. We're not there yet. Like blacks, white, or not even white, blacks, women, people with LGBTQ status, like they will always be behind, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I can't help but see something like this and think, is that still true? Like, is that still true? Like, look, I mean, here's another aspect I really disagree with is like, has been mass banned, mass censored, over ever since this has come out. I know SoundCloud took it down. I've been able to find it on YouTube and Twitter, but I mean, Twitter's pretty free speech. But I mean, a lot of people have been calling for him to get banned on Twitter. I'm honestly kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet. Even though Elon Musk is like this free speech guy, he's definitely taken, some anti-free speech stances when it comes to deplatforming people and banning people and stuff. But that's also something that's just mind-boggling to me is like how nobody has learned that like censorship just doesn't fucking work anymore in the day and age of the internet. Like, if somebody says like, oh, hey, Kanye made a new song about Hitler, you're immediately going to look it up. Even if you think it's important, you'll be like, oh, I need to listen to this. I need to see what the fuck. Like, this is his Twitter coming to real life, essentially, or coming into fruition. And it's actually kind of part of the song, too. And, it's interesting listening to the song, too, because, like, you can really tell that this man is hurting. You can really tell that this man he's clearly in a poor mental state. He can't see his kids. I can't imagine what that's like. I mean, you could say part of that's his fault for his erratic behavior and like, you know, maybe his kids shouldn't be around that. That's a fair argument. But at the same time, I think you can acknowledge, like, yeah, I can understand why somebody would be hurting from that. And so, you know, it's part of me kind of thinks like, is this really mostly what it is? It's like, this is just a man who is hurt. And I think when people become racist or start to really look at the world as like, oh, there's these groups of people against these groups of people, it does come from a place of hurt. It does come from a place of, oh, someone from this group of people really fucked me over or fucked a family member over or like just did something really awful. So I'm going to take the lowest hanging fruit and just associate that behavior with the race or the gender identity or whatever. And then I'm going to then hate that whole group of people. Like it's very low IQ. It's very, very emotional. Very emotional to take that stance. But I mean, Kanye is someone who, you know, is bipolar and is by definition a very emotional person. So none of this is surprising. But I wish the discussion was more focused around that versus we need to ban him. We need to make sure nobody ever hears this song. And, you know, honestly, like if you think of like the whole race thing, like you could almost make the argument that like, oh, we've like, okay, now here's another black man who is being censored by the media, which is something that really did and has happened for a long time. I mean, people, that same mind virus, the people who think like that, will then like look at that same way, be like, oh, hey, here's another black man. It's like when the whole shit with Cosby happened and people were saying like, oh, it's just another black man who's getting derailed by the system or whatever. And like I said, it's a low thought emotional argument, but people are going to do that because we're emotional beings and, you know, emotion trumps logic every time.